Dear students of 10th class, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. As you know, we have been dealing with the short story Abhiley. Today, we will try to learn the remaining part of this story, Abhiley. Abhiley also suffered from the fear of crowds. Once she had gone to the annual Dosmoj festival. It is one of the national festivals of Ladakh. The hustle and bustle squeezed the breath out of her, and she decided never to go there again. She was a loving grandmother. Once she heard that there were floods in Srinagar. Her love was such for her granddaughter that she ventured out of the hamlet just to know about the well being of her granddaughter. Once convinced, she became restless to go back to her home that compelled the author to purchase return tickets on the very same evening. Now we will move towards the themes of the short story Abhiley. This story revolves around two grand themes: tradition versus modernity and generation gap. First, we will try to learn the theme tradition versus modernity. As you know, the writer has beautifully portrayed an appointment of simplicity and ignorance with modernity in his short story Abhiley. Abhiley has led her entire life in total ignorance and simplicity. Her ignorance makes her a laughable character. Even the members of her own family laugh at her ignorance. Abhiley represents the simplicity of Ladakhi women. She is simple at heart. She knows nothing about modern technology and the outside world. Representing one's tradition is a good thing, but it shouldn't mean that we don't know even the difference between Srinagar and Turkey or between Delhi and Srinagar. The another theme of the short story Abhiley is generation gap. Generation gap the younger people are indifferent towards Abhiley. They fail to understand Abhiley's love and concern. Instead of seeing things from her point of view, they make fun of her. With the emergence of new generation, new values, new traditions, new ideologies, and new aspirations also take birth. The youth of today are full of energy and enthusiasm. They believe in going forward. On one hand, they are brimming with new ideas, but on the other hand, the younger generations fail to understand the morals and values to which the oldies stick to. At the same time, the older generations are not ready to change and accept the new ideologies of the younger folks. With the result, the two generations are at loggerheads with each other. This gives birth to generation gap or a conflict or clash between the father and the son. Consequently, distances are created, leading to a communication barrier. Parents can play a vital role in minimizing the communication barrier. This problem is found more in working parents because they don't have much time to spend with their wards. When they realize the problem, it is already too late. So, parents must ensure to spend extra time with their children. The elders should change their mentality and attitude towards youngsters. Generation gap can be abridged. It can be abridged by sympathy and better understanding. Minor faults on both sides should be overlooked and shortcomings should be forgiven. Parents should enter into an open discussion with their children regarding various issues such as religious, moral, political, ethical, etc., quoting examples and narrating stories of great men, which can be helpful in grooming the moral self of youngsters. What is needed is friendship, not animosity, sympathy, not criticism, understanding, not judgment, to average the generation gap. Thanks.